Sarah DeMuth is going to get the start for Waverly Shell Rock. DeMuth is 11-2, 2.37 ERA. Opponents hitting 167 against her. DeMuth, just a sophomore. 85 2/3 innings, 60 hits, 29 earned runs, 24 walks, and 59 strikeouts. DeMuth is the only pitcher this year to shut out Decorah. In fact, in 9 innings against Decorah, she's only given up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. So Vikings will try to turn it around against the Go Hawks. They only had 9 hits in the 3 games between the 2 teams this year. We'll see if things can't turn around here tonight. Tori Hartman, Lindsay Smith, and Chelsea Twait here in the top of the first inning. It's a cloudy, a touch cool, and an overcast night. Talking with some folks down here in Waverly, they got a little bit of rain, but not too much, and this Waverly field does take a good amount of water as well. Good crowd on hand from both schools here tonight.
Tori Hartman.
And Tori Hartman will bat to start things here in the top of the first inning. Hartman at 308, 2 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, and 15 RBIs. She was 2 for 10 against Go Hawk pitching this year. DeMuth's first offering to Hartman is taken for a strike, and we get underway finally at 7:07. No balls, 1 strike, and we'll set the Go Hawk defense here momentarily. DeMuth gets the target from catcher Emily Brown in the 0-1 delivery. A breaking ball outside. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Rachel Kurt in left field. Brianna Spears in center, and Andrea Groen in right. Riley Emerson at third. April Sherburne at short. Swinging a foul at the plate. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Allie Arns at second and Stacy Martin at first. Emily Brown behind the plate, and Sarah DeMuth is in the circle tonight for Waverly Shell Rock. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count, and the 1-2. Swung on in a ground ball towards left field and a base hit. So Tori Hartman on a 1-2 pitch rolls one through the left side of the infield, and Decorah gets their leadoff runner on here in the top of the first inning. And Lindsay Smith will bat. No score, top of the first. Lindsay at 301. 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 11 RBI. Lindsay was 3 for 8 against Go Hawk pitching this year as she tries to push a bunt up the first base side, but fouls it off. No balls and 1 strike. Lindsay had, in fact, 3 of the 9 regular season hits the Vikings had against the Go Hawks here this year. No balls, 1 strike. Lindsay bunts directly up the third base side. It's picked up there by Emerson, and a throw to first base retires Smith, but Lindsay gets her job done with her 5th sacrifice of the season. Hartman to second with 1 down, and Chelsea Twait will bat for Decorah. No score here in the top of the first inning. Twait at 300 with 4 doubles, no triples, 6 home runs, and 20 RBI. First pitch to Twait on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1. Twait was hitless in 8 at-bats against the Go Hawks this year. No score, top of the first. Hartman at second, and 1 out rather. Pitch swung on, a ground ball to the third baseman for Emerson. A low throw to first base. It's dug out nicely at first by Martin, and moving up to third on the plate is Hartman. She will be there with 2 outs. So Hartman at third, 2 down. Lexi Shelton to the plate for Decorah. No score here in the top of the first inning. Shelton at 288. 11 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 20 RBIs. She was 1 for 8 against Go Hawk pitching this year. The pitch to Lexi is low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The Vikings have scored in the first inning in 5 of their last 8 games. Shelton trying to continue that trend. The pitch swung on, fouled straight back. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Lexi Shelton. Hartman, the runner at third, with 2 down here in the top of the first inning of a scoreless game. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Sarah DeMuth ready, and the pitch inside corner taken for a strike. And it's 1-2 now on Lexi. Lexi getting the ball for Terry Olson's team when they head out defensively, but she's trying to get something done with the bat here. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. And the 1-2 delivery sails high for 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Deuce is Wild in the pitcher against pitcher matchup. No score, top of the first inning. And the 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss on an off-speed offering from Demuth. And that's that for the top of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It is Decorah nothing and Waverly Shell Rock coming to bat. And let's take a break for Burning Rock Products. Bottom of the first inning we go. It's a scoreless game between Decorah and Waverly Shell Rock. Lexi Shelton, who threw the first 3 innings and got the victory on Thursday night against Charles City, will throw to the Go Hawks here. Shelton, 8-9 on the season, a 3.79 ERA. Opponents hitting .228 against her. 120 innings, 138 hits, 65 earned runs, 62 walks, and 87 strikeouts. The 87 strikeouts were second in the Northeast Iowa Conference behind Tori Hartman this season. Lexi 0-1 against the Go Hawks this year. 9 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. April Sherburne will bat, a .356 hitter with 11 doubles, 3 triples, no home runs, and 21 RBIs. And a first offering in for a strike to Sherburne. It's 0-1. Sherburne was 4 for 11 with a double and 2 RBI against the Go Hawks this year. The pitch swung on and missed at a dropper, and it's 0-2. Lindsey Smith, Tori Hartman, Chelsea Twait left to right in the outfield. Around the infield, Shelby Stahlberger at third, Peyton Jurlett at short, Maria Hoyme at second. The 0-2 delivery to the left side. Charged there by Jurlett on a couple of hops, throws to first base and throws too tall for Alcock. So an error by one shortstop allows the other shortstop to reach here in the bottom of the first inning. Maria Hoyme at second and Becca Alcock at first. Cassie Hoyme behind the plate and Lexi Shelton in the circle. And Briley Emerson will bat for the Go Hawks. 295 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, and 18 RBI. Emerson was 0 for 8 against Decorah pitching. She bunts up the third base side. Bare hand pickup by Stahlberger. Throws to first base and on a bang play, Emerson is retired. 5-3, 1 down here in the first inning. Sherburne at second with 1 down, and Stacy Martin will bat. One of the big guns for the Go Hawks at 4-12 with 12 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, and 28 RBIs. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Martin was 3 for 7 against Viking pitching this year. First pitch low outside from Lexi. 1 ball, no strikes. Go Hawks 34-8, Vikings 15-17 coming in. Go Hawks trying to beat the Vikings for the 4th time this season. The 1-0 delivery swung on, popped up foul, third base side and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Martin. Martin and Emily Brown as dangerous of a 3-4 combination as there was in the Northeast Iowa Conference. Pitch goes high. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Martin at 4-12, 28 RBI. Emily Brown, the on-deck hitter, 386, 8 home runs, and 40 RBI. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count, and the pitch swung on, driven deep down the right side, but will foul, and it's 2-2. Martin tattooed it, but it's nothing but a loud strike. And now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Lexi Shelton, or from Lexi Shelton to Stacy Martin to start things here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-2 the count with 1 down. The pitch sprayed down the left field side, foul. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 down. Same situation Decorah had in the top half of the first inning. The 2-2 delivery outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sarah Demuth was able to pitch her way out of that situation in the first inning. Shelton trying to do the same here in the bottom of the first inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. The pitch outside for ball 4. So Martin walks down to what was a vacant first base. First and second with 1 down for Emily Brown. Brown 3 for 6 with 2 home runs and 7 RBI against Decorah pitching this year. 386 on the season, 11 doubles, 2 triples, 8 home runs, and 40 RBI. Pitch inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Brown with 2 of her 8 home runs off of Lexi Shelton this year. 0-1 delivery, swung on and missed. Good change of pace from Lexi Shelton, and it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. Shelton ready in the 0-2 delivery. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. And that's the second out of the inning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Emily Brown. 2 down, first and second, and Allie Arns will bat for the Go Hawks. Scoreless game, bottom of the first inning. Arns at .405, 11 doubles, 3 triples, 2 home runs, and 29 RBI. The pitch goes low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Arns was 1 for 8 with a double against Decorah pitching this year. The 1-0 delivery, a change taken for a strike, and it's 1-1. Goax have won 7 in a row and 12 out of 15 coming into tonight. 1-1 delivery from Shelton, swinging a foul right side. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Allie Arns now. One and 2 with 2 down. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless game in a regional semifinal. The 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul at the plate, so we'll do it again at 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. Shelton ready again. The 1-2 ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Sherburne. Hartman's throw is cut off by Shelton. They'll throw behind the runner at second, and the throw goes into right center field. Martin rounding third, coming to the plate. She will score. It's a 2-0 ball game. Allie Arns with an RBI single. And on the throwing error by Shelton, she goes all the way to third. The error will allow Martin to score. And a 2-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. And Jade Flagg will look to keep the fun going for the Go Hawks here in the bottom of the first inning. Change up taken low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Flagg at .294 with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 13 RBIs. So again, a couple of defensive miscues in this first inning have cost Decorah. Here's a ground ball towards third, bobbled a bit by Stahlberger. She'll throw on to first base, and Flagg retired 5-3, and that's that for the first inning. 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 1 runner left. We head to the second inning. It is 2-0 Waverly Shell Rock. 2-0 Waverly Shell Rock after we hear from Jason Solon, your Farm Bureau insurance agent, as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Maria Hoyme, a .242 hitter, 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 11 RBI, will lead things off here in the second inning. 2-0 the score as Waverly Shell Rock scores on the 2-out hit by Allie Arns. And defense continuing to be the Achilles heel for this Decorah team. A couple of errors lead to that as the fireball from DeMuth is taken for a strike by Hoyme, 0-1. The ball's 1 strike to count. The 0-1 delivery sails high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Maria Hoyme, so the Vikes will have to play catch-up. They've only led the Go Hawks 1 time in the 3 matchups as that one off the end of the bat foul. First base side, Sherry Huber in the first base box. Down to 1 knee to collect it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Pitch swung on and a ground ball to the right side. Charging there is Arns at second, and an underhand toss to first base retires Hoyme. And there's 1 down here in the second inning. So Hoyme Now 2 for 10 against GoHawk pitching. 2-0 Waverly Shell Rock, top of the second inning. Shelby Stahlberger to the plate. 3-10, a double, no triples, no home runs, and 10 or 12 RBI. She is 0 for 9 against GoHawk pitching, and the first pitch out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count with 1 down. 2-0 GoHawks. Is that one in there for a strike? It is 1 ball, 1 strike on Shelby Stahlberger. 1-1 the count and the pitch. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike the count. GoHawks scoring their 2 runs in that first inning. It was the first game of the doubleheader down here in Waverly. That was the only time the Vikings have led the GoHawks this year. The pitch swung on, fouled. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. So DeMuth, the only pitcher this year to shut out Decorah, has a 2-0 lead here in the second inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the changeup taken outside corner for strike 3. So ever since giving up a leadoff single to Tori Hartman, DeMuth has now retired 5 in a row. 2-0 GoHawks here in the second, and Cassie Hoyme, who has turned things around very well, up to 247 with 4 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 10 RBI. This pitch taken high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Swung on, fouled, first base side, and out of play. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike to count. 1-1 the count on Hoyme, as DeMuth looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the second. Next one sails outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. The 2-1 delivery is taken high for 3 balls and 1 strike on Cassie Hoyme now, with Jenna Iverson waiting her turn on deck. DeMuth, the righty, to the lefty. Hoyme pitch outside for ball 4. So DeMuth walks Hoyme with 2 outs here in the second inning, and Riley Hubka will get her courtesy at first base. Hubka will run at first base for Cassie Hoyme. The GoHawks were able to get a couple with 2 outs in the top of the first inning, and we'll see if history can't repeat itself here in the second inning, as Jenna Iverson will bat. 230, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 20 RBI on the season. DeMuth ready, and the pitch sails high. It is 1 ball and no strikes to count. 1-0 outside corner for a strike on a fastball. It is 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So Iverson looking to get something going with 2 outs. Hubka, the runner at first base. The 1-1 delivery sails high for 2 balls and 1 strike. Iverson struggled against the GoHawks, 0 for 3 on the season, but in fairness, most Viking hitters did. The 2-1 delivery, swinging a foul, third base side, and out of play. Our broadcast vantage point is on the third base side, looking directly up the first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs on the Decorah designated player, Jenna Iverson. The 2-2 delivery swung on and fouled, third base side. So we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 2-0 lead for the GoHawks here in the top of the second inning. Decorah is the visiting team by virtue of the coin flip. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That one well high and well back to the screen. Hubka will stand at second. on the wild pitch from Demuth. And now Jenna has a full count on her and a runner in scoring position. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 down. Demuth ready, and the 3-2 delivery taken low for ball 4. So back-to-back walks here in the top of the second inning. We'll send Emily Brown to talk to Demuth, and now the rest of the infield will join the conversation. T.O. will take time to talk to Becca Elcock. Halfway between third base and home plate. Becca on the season, 205, 1 double, 1 triple, no home runs, and 7 RBI. Becca on the season was 0 for 5 against Go Hawk pitching. 5 of her 7 RBI came against the Charles City Comets, including 1 in the playoffs on Thursday night. The pitch, blown outside. It is 1 ball, no strikes as Demuth struggling command-wise a little bit since retiring 5 in a row since a Torrey Hartman single to start the game. 1-0 delivery, swung on, popped up, shallow center field. Retreating is the shortstop, Sherburne. She will make the catch to retire the side. 2 walks and 2 runners left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Let's take a timeout for Rockweiler Appliance and TV. Bottom of the second inning we go. It's a 2-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. Go Hawks scoring a couple of unearned runs in that first inning as Allie Arns got an RBI single. And as they tried to throw behind a runner at second base, the throw went into right center field, and that allowed another run to score as well. Andrea Groen will lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning. Groen at 250 with no doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 8 RBI. The pitch to Groen is at the knees, and for a strike, it's 0-1. Oh, 1 rolled all the way in there, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Groen 0 for 3 against Viking pitching this year. Shelton only gave up 1 run, but 2 batters reached on errors in that inning. The 1-1 delivery is taken up. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Lexi, the senior right-hander for Decorah. The 2-1 delivery is a swinging bunt right in front of the plate, picked up at the bottom of the circle by Shelton, and she'll throw on to first base to retire Groen. 1 down here in the second inning.
Now batting the pitcher, number 23.
So 1 down, nobody on, and that'll set up a pitcher-against-pitcher matchup between Shelton and Sarah Demuth, hitting 194 with no extra base hits and 1 RBI on the season. 2-0 Waverly Shell Rock here in the second as that one looped into right field. It'll land in front of Chelsea Twait, and Demuth gets on with a 1-out single here in the second. So Demuth at first and 1 down, and a courtesy runner coming in for the Go Hawks.
Number 32.
And that is Kayla Rushi.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Brianna Spears.
Rushi running at first, and Brianna Spears to the plate. 1 on, 1 out here in the second inning of a 2-0 lead for the Go Hawks. Spears at 269. 3 doubles, 2 triples, no home runs, and 14 RBI. The first pitch swung on and missed by Spears, who was 1 for 8 against Decorah pitching this year. No balls and 1 strike. Next one taken well high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Go Hawks coming in on a nice win streak of their own. They've won their last 5, 10 of their last 12, and 13 of their last 15, or 12 of their last 15 as the pitch goes high. 2 balls and 1 strike. The only Northeast Iowa Conference team to beat them this year was New Hampton. They're still alive in the 3A regional final coming up on Monday night, I believe, as changeup taken for a strike. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The other losses this year have been to Central, Clinton DeWitt, Ames, Durant, Bennett, Sumner, Fredericksburg, New Hampton, Don Bosco, Cedar Falls, and Benton. Pitch swung on and missed on some hard high heat from Shelton, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting is shortstop number 4.
So Lexi gets her second strikeout. 2 down and a runner at first for April Sherburne, who reached on an error and scored in the first inning. 2-0 Go Hawks, bottom of the second. Pitch taken low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. One-0. Pitch taken up. It's 2 balls and no strikes now, as Shelton throws the first 2 out of the zone to the Waverly Shell Rock leadoff hitter. The pitch in there for a strike. It's 2-1. So Lexi trying to put a goose egg on this portion of the line score for the Go Hawks. It's pitch taken low again. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now. Three and 1, and the pitch well high for ball 4. Second walk for Shelton.
Now batting
And that'll push Rushi, the courtesy runner, to second, with Sherburne heading down to first. First and second, 2 down, 2-0 Go Hawks here in the second. Briley Emerson sacrificed a runner up in the first inning. Here's ground ball past the diving Drillin into left field for a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Rushi. She will score for the second consecutive inning. The Go Hawks get a 2-out RBI single, this time from Briley Emerson. And it's a 3-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. So all 3 runs have scored with 2 outs for the Go Hawks. The timely hitting definitely has been there, as Stacy Martin, who walked and scored in that first inning, takes the first one low. 1 ball, no strikes. So the Vikes with at least a 3-run mountain to climb. It's a 3-0 lead for the Go Hawks. And the 1-0. A changeup taken low and outside is 2 balls and no strikes. That's the first earned run given up by Shelton of the 3. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And the pitch smacked it towards short. It's caught there by Peyton Jurlid. And that's that for the second inning. But 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We head to the third inning, rather. It is a lead of 3-0 for Waverly Shell Rock. Let's take a break for Wicks Construction. 3-0 Decorah leading Waverly Shell Rock as we head to the top of the third inning, top of the order for Decorah. Tori Hartman, Lindsey Smith, and Chelsea Twait here in the third inning.
Center fielder number 1.
Hartman singled to left to her first time up. It was the only hit that Demuth gave up the first time through the order. Demuth has given up a hit and walked 2, as well as striking out 2 the first time through the order. First pitch, a strike to Hartman, 0-1. Winner of this one gets the winner of Ballard and Webster City on Tuesday night. Here's ground ball to the right side. It's knocked down there by Stacy Martin. She'll win the race with Hartman to the bag. And a 3 unassisted put out retires Hartman. 1 down here in the third inning.
Now batting the left fielder number 12, Lindsey Smith.
1 down, nobody on for Lindsey Smith. Lindsey sacrificed a runner up in that first inning, so no official at bat yet for her. She had the best success against the Go Hawks, and here's a blooper into right field, but a running grab is made by Andrea Groen in right field for the second out here in the third inning. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down here in the second, and Chelsea Twait will try to get something going with 2 outs. Twait grounded to third, her first time up 0 for 1. 3-0 Go Hawks here in the bottom or the top of the third as the pitch goes high. 1 ball, no strikes. DeMuth gets the target from Brown, and the 1-0 delivery goes high. Two balls, no strikes to count on Twit. DeMuth ready, 2-0. And that one inside corner for a strike. It's 2-1 now. Two balls, one strike. And the 2-1 delivery popped up on the left side at shortstop. Calling is Sherburne. She will make the catch to retire the side. For the first time in tonight's ball game, there's a defensive 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the third. It is a 3-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock, and let's hear from Hubden Oil. Tori Hartman has moved from center field to pitcher, and Lexi Shelton will move from pitcher to center field. Hartman picked up the save on Thursday night against Charles City, throwing the final 2 innings of that 5-inning game. Hartman on the season 7-8, a 3.31 ERA. Opponents hitting 182 against her. 93 innings, 79 hits, 44 earned runs, 61 walks, and 112 strikeouts. Her 2 innings thus far in the postseason have been perfect. And she has struck out 4 batters in the course of that time. As Emily Brown will bat, she struck out swinging the first 0 for 1. The first pitch grounded toward short, play made there by Peyton Jurlett. A low throw at first base, dug out nicely by Becca Elcock. And 1 down here in the 3rd inning. So 1 down, nobody on. 3-0 Go Hawks, bottom of the 3rd. And Allie Arns, who got a 2-out single to knock in a run in the 1st inning, will bat. And the first pitch swung on and missed. Is no balls and 1 strike count. Hartman ready, 0-1, swung on, popped up, left field. Lindsey Smith coming in, Peyton Jurlett going out. Jurlett, the shortstop, will make the catch. And quickly, 2 up, 2 down here in the 3rd inning. So 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 3rd inning, a 3-0 lead for Decorah. And Jade Flagg, who grounded, or for Waverly Shell Rock, Jade Flagg, who grounded to 3rd her first time up, will foul 1 down the left field line. No balls and 1 strike to count. No balls, 1 strike, and the 0-1 delivery, a changeup taken high. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Hartman had a couple of losses this year against Waverly Shell Rock. 10 innings, 11 hits, as that one well high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 10 innings, 11 hits, 10 runs, 8 earned, 11 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Hartman started 2 of the 3 games, and the 2 games she started, she ended up losing. 2-1 the count, and Hartman throws that one well back to the screen. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Three and 1 the count now on Tori Hartman. 3-0 the lead as we play the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Go Hawks on top. The 3-1 delivery well high for ball 4. That is the 3rd walk given up by Decorah pitching. Shelton in 2 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts as Andrea Crone will bat. Grounded to first in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1 as the pitch goes high. It is 1 ball, no strikes. So Hartman retired the first 2 batters of the inning with ease, now struggling to find the zone here in the 3rd as the pitch goes high. It's 2 balls, no strikes. To add on to that, the Go Hawks have scored all 3 of their runs with 2 outs. The 2-0 delivery, that one inside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. Two and 1 with 2 down. And the pitch, swing and a miss at a riser. It's 2-2. Some hard high heat from Hartman. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Torrey trying to put a goose egg on the Go Hawk line score for the first time tonight. The 2-2 delivery, well high for 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Go Hawks scored 2 in that first inning and added a tally in the second inning. 3-2 the count with 2 down. The pitch swung on, fouled, straight back and out of play. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The runner at first is flagged. She'll be moving on the pitch. 3-2 delivery, well high for ball 4. So back-to-back walks here in the third inning will give Sarah DeMuth a chance to help her own cause. DeMuth singled to right and scored in the second. No official at bat, or 1 for 1, I should say. Rushi was the runner that scored for DeMuth. Technically, as that one hits off the front of the plate, Karam's back to Hoyme at an awkward angle, and both runners will move up on the wild pitch. So it's 1-0 on Sarah DeMuth as the Go Hawks trying to add on to their total. They've scored all 3 of their runs with 2 outs to this point. 1-0 delivery, well high. It's 2 balls, no strikes. A couple of 2-out walks, and DeMuth trying to make the Vikings pay for it. And Cassie Hoyme will call time and head on out to talk to Tori Hartman. And the rest of the infield also a part of the conversation. 3-0 the score. Go Hawks on top. Ellie Arndt's 2-out single. A throwing error on the same play allowed a run to score in the first inning. A 2-out single by Briley Emerson in the second inning allowed a run to score as well. 2-0 and the pitch. Taken at the letters and for a strike. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now from DeMuth. Second and third with 2 down. The 2-1 delivery, well high for 3 balls, 1 strike. With first base open, a walk doesn't kill you here, but like to see the ball get back in the strike zone to get some confidence back at the same time. 3-1. Inside corner taken for a strike. That's a beautiful location on 3-1. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 down here in the third inning. The 3-2 delivery well high for ball 4. 5 walks and 2 2/3 given up by Decorah pitching. Defense has also committed 2 errors. And Rushi will run for DeMuth at first base. Base is loaded, 2 down. And Brianna Spears trying to make Tori Hartman pay for 3 consecutive walks with 2 outs. Spears struck out swinging the second, 0 for 1. 3-0 the lead for the Go Hawks as the pitch in there for a strike. It is 0-1. So Troy trying to climb the ladder back on in her first inning of relief after Shelton with the first 2. The 0-1 delivery, swinging a foul back, so Torrey now well ahead. The balls and 2 strikes. Nothing and 2 the count. Hartman kicks and deals the pitch. Swung on and missed at a changeup, and that's that for the third inning. 3 walks, 3 runners left. We head to the fourth inning. It is Decorah trailing Waverly Shell Rock 3-0. Let's hear from the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. Top of the fourth inning we go. It's 3-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. Winner of this one will face the winner of Webster City and Ballard Tuesday night in Iowa Falls. Lexi Shelton will lead things off here in the fourth inning. She struck out swinging to end the first inning 0 for 1. Demuth 3 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Most importantly, a goose egg on the board for the Vikings to this point as Shelton fouls that one right side. 4 balls and 1 strike to count. Lexi's strikeout ended Decorah's best scoring threat of the night. The pitch swung on, popped up foul right side, and nearing the fence is the catcher Emily Brown, but she just runs out of real estate as it ends up in the netting just above the fence. No balls, 2 strikes on Shelton. Up again 2 the count, and the pitch taken high. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Demuth has retired the first hitter of the inning in 2 of the 3 frames to this point. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch hammered towards right field and deep, but right at Andrea Groen in right. And she will make the catch for the first out of the inning. That was perhaps the hardest hit ball against Demuth to this point, but it was right at the fielder as Maria Hoyme will bat and take the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Hoyme grounded to second her first time up, 0 for 1. 3-0 Go Hawks as we play the top half of the fourth inning. 1-0. High and tight. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Hoyme. Demuth ready, 2-0. Swung on, popped up right in front of the circle. Demuth moves to the right of the circle and makes the catch. P1 in the scorebook. And there's 2 down here in the fourth inning. And Shelby Stahlberger will bat. 3-0 Go Hawks. Stahlberger struck out looking in the second, 0 for 1. Vikes have had 3 base runners and 3 2/3 against Demuth. And the pitch taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. Demuth working on a string of at least 10 consecutive scoreless innings against Decorah. She threw a shutout against Decorah back on the 20th of June. 1 ball, no strikes count, and the pitch to Stahlberger, hard hit, but picked up at second by Allie Arns. She throws on to first base, and it's going to be safe at first base. The throw was a bit wild, and I did not have a good angle on what exactly happened, but Stacy Martin ended up falling down on the play, and it ends up being an E4.
Now batting the catcher, number 21.
The throw was a little wild, and Martin ended up on the ground, and Stahlberger ends up reaching first base because of it. So a runner at first and 2 down, and Cassie Hoyme will try to make the Go Hawks pay for that defensive miscue. Hoyme walked in the second inning. Vikings have put the ball in play tonight. Go Hawks have made the plays defensively until that point. The pitch, a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 delivery taken high. It is 1 ball, 1 strike to count now. Demuth likes their sign from Brown and the 1-1 delivery. Outside for 2 balls, 1 strike. Stahlberger at first with 2 down here in the inning, and the pitch swung on a ground ball to the left side, picked up there by Sherburne, throws on to first base, gets Cassie Hoyme by a step, and that's that here in the fourth inning. An error and a runner left. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It is a 3-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. Let's take a break for Dick Cuvalier and Troy Whitehill, your Edward Jones representatives. Welcome back to Waverly, everybody. Darren Swinson with you here on a Saturday night for a regional semifinal action. Waverly Shell Rock with a 3-0 lead. They've gotten all 3 runs with 2 outs. And Allie Arn's RBI single got the first run home in the second inning. A throwing error on the same play got the second run home. A 2-out RBI single by Briley Emerson in the second inning.
Leading off the inning for the Go-Hawks.
Got the second run home.
April Sherber.
Hartman delivers, and the pitch in there for a strike. It snowballs 1 strike to April Sherburne, who's been on base twice. Sherburne reached on an error and scored in the first, walked in the second as the pitch taken low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-0 the score. Go Hawks on top as we play the bottom half of the fourth inning. The pitch swung on, popped up left field. Out is Peyton Jurlett, in is Lindsey Smith. Smith calls off Jurlett at the last second and makes the catch. So April Sherburne retires for the first time tonight.
Briley Emerson.
And there's 1 down here in the fourth inning. And Briley Emerson will come to the plate in a 3-0 Go Hawk lead. Emerson sacrificed a runner up in the first inning and singled to left to knock in a run in the second inning as Emerson looks the first one well high and all the way back to the screen. 1 ball, no strikes. Hartman ready, kicks and deals, and the pitch taken high. It is 2 balls, no strikes on Emerson. Hartman walked 3 consecutive batters in that third inning before striking out Spears to get out of it. That was her first inning of relief as the pitch well high again. It is 3 balls, no strikes. Three and 0 the count with 1 down. The pitch in there for a strike as Emerson was taken all the way. Satori will try to climb the ladder back. It's 3 balls and 1 strike count. 1 down here in the fourth inning. Hartman delivers. The pitch swung on a ground ball past the diving Jurlett and into center field for a base hit. That's the 4th Go Hawk hit as Emerson now 2 for 2 with the sacrifice.
Now batting the first baseman, number 21, Stacy Martin.
One on, 1 out here in the fourth inning. 3-0 Go Hawks, and Stacy Martin to the plate. Walked and scored in the first inning and lined out to short to Peyton Jurlett in the second. That one a 1-hopper through the legs of Alcock and into shallow right field for a base hit. Emerson was going to get to third. Martin is going to get to second on the 3rd error of the night for Decorah. So the Go Hawks have runners at second and third, and the dangerous Emily Brown to the plate. Brown struck out swinging in the first, grounded to short in the fourth inning. Time asked for as Briley Emerson reties her shoe at third base. One out here in the fourth inning as Brown takes the first one low as Cassie Hoyme able to get in front of that one. 1 ball, no strikes. Brown is 0 for 2. She struck out swinging in the first inning and grounded to short in the third. 1-0 delivery. Swung on, popped up, straight back foul, and that one is going to hit the netting directly behind home plate. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Go Hawks with a golden opportunity here to blow this one wide open. They lead it by a 3-0 margin. 1-1 the count with one down. 1-1 delivery. Riser swung on, foul back to the netting directly behind home plate. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hartman got a strikeout to get herself out of that bottom of the third inning, and one here would be huge for Decorah. 1-2 with one down. 1-2 delivery, swung on, driven deep to left field, and that ball is foul. That landed maybe 5 to 10 feet foul directly beyond the 180-foot sign and straight away left. Stacy Martin very close to her third home run of the season right there. The 1-2 delivery, a changeup taken low, bounces away from Hoyme, down the line from third. Emerson, throw to the plate, not in time. Go Hawks take a 4-0 lead with Martin moving up to third on the play. And a 2-2 count now on Emily Brown. So 2-2 with run number 5 sitting 60 feet down the line at third for the Go Hawks. 2-2 with one down. 4-0 lead as the pitch taken low. Hoyme with another nice stop, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. 3-2 the count with one down. The pitch taken low for ball 4. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. A 4-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock here in 4A regional semifinal play.
Number 5, Kaylee Mathias.
And Kaylee Mathias will run for
Number 11, Allie Arns.
Emily Brown at first base. Allie Arns will come to the plate. RBI single in the first inning and pop to short in the third. A 4-0 lead for the Go Hawks here in the fourth inning. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the fourth for the Go Hawks. The pitch, ground ball right back to Hartman. She's able to knock it down. She'll throw to first base for the out. Coming down the line from third is Martin. She will score. And now moving to third on the play is Kaylee Mathias. So Arns grounds back to Hartman. As soon as Hartman threw that ball, Martin came down the line from third. Helcock's throw to the plate was not in time. Mathias moves from first to third on the play, and the Go Hawks get their 5th run of the night as Arns knocks in her 2nd run and her 31st on the season. A 5-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock now as Jade Flagg looks at the first one low. 1 ball, no strikes. Flagg grounded to third in the first and walked in the third as that one flowing down the left field line, but foul. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. So 2 RBIs for Allie Arns. Another RBI for Briley Emerson. Another run scoring on a wild pitch. Another one scoring on an error. And that's how we get to 5-0 as changeup swung on, fouled directly back over our way here on the third base side, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, none of these runs have been earned. 4 of the 5 unearned against the Go Hawks. The pitch swung on and missed. Flag down on strikes as Hartman gets her on the changeup, but the Go Hawks add to their total. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We are 4 innings complete. Waverly Shell Rock 5 and Decorah nothing. Let's take a break for Hecker Nelson CPAs and Business Consultants. A 5-0 lead for the Go Hawks as we go to the 5th inning. It'll be Jenna Iverson, Becca Alcock, and Tori Hartman for Decorah. And Iverson takes the first pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes. Iverson drew a 2-out walk back in the third. Out of only 4 base runners that Demuth has given up. Here's ground ball towards third, picked up there by Emerson. And she'll throw across the diamond to retire Iverson, and 1 down here in the 5th inning. Sarah Demuth has now has 12 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings against Decorah. We talked about it earlier. She is the only Decorah pitcher the only pitcher against Decorah to shut them out this year, as Becca Elcock takes the first one high, 1 ball, no strikes. Becca popped to short in the second, 0 for 1. The 1-0 delivery, swinging a foul back. That's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, you got a flash going there.
1 ball, 1 strike to count on Becca Elcock. One delivery, swung on and missed. Some heat from Demuth, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Tori Hartman and the top of the order on deck. 1-2 delivery, sails high. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nice to hear from Todd McDonough for the second night in a row. The two deliveries, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Demuth gets her 3rd strikeout to go along with 2 walks. 2 down, and nobody on, and Tori Hartman to the plate.
Tori Hartman.
Hartman singled to left in the first and grounded to first in the third. And Tori Hartman is 1 for 2. She has the only hit for Decorah tonight. And the pitch taken high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Sarah Demuth has kept the Vikings bats at bay, only allowing 4 base runners to this point. The 1-0 in there for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1, swung on, hammered down the right field line, foul. One of the best swings Tori has had tonight, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Demuth looking for her second 1-2-3 inning. Ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Tori is low and inside for 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now. So the deuce is wild on Tori Hartman. The pitch taken low, it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2 with 2 down. Pitch high for ball 4, so Demuth walks her 3rd.
Now batting the left fielder, number 12, Lindsay Smith.
And Hartman has been on base 2 of 3 times tonight, and Lindsay Smith, who is 0 for 1 with the sacrifice, will bat. And she'll look at a strike, 0-1. Smith sacrificed a runner up in the first inning and fly to right in the 3rd. Vikings got here with a 10-0 5-inning victory on Thursday night, but they trail at 5-0 here in the 5th. Pitch high, 1 ball and 1 strike to count. 1-1 on Lindsey Smith. The 1-1 grounded towards third, and a leaping grab made on one hop by Emerson. She'll throw across the diamond to retire Lindsey Smith and the side here in the 5th inning. 1 walk, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is Waverly Shell Rock 5 and Decorah 0. And let's take a break for Greg and Marty Wise with Plan 1 Financial. Lexi Shelton is back in after Tori Hartman throws 2 innings. Gives up 1 hit, 2 runs, 0 earned. She walks 1 and she strikes out, or she walked 4, I should say, and strikes out 2. Lexi Shelton threw the first 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts.
Leading off the inning for the Go Hawks, the right fielder, number 9,
Andrea Groen will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A 5-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. First pitch taken low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Groen tapped back to the pitcher in the 2nd inning and walked in the 3rd. So 6 walks, 3 errors for Decorah. That's the story of the game. The pitch taken high. It is 2 balls, no strikes. When you face a 32-8 team, they're going to be good enough to beat you on their own, and unfortunately, Decorah has given them too much help tonight. Pitch in there for a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. 2-1 from Shelton in the pitch. 1 hopper towards Hoyme at second base. Maria picks it up and throws on to first base to retire Groen, and 1 down here in the 5th inning.
Now batting the pitcher, number 23, Sarah Demuth.
1 down, nobody on. 5-0 lead for the Go Hawks, and Sarah Demuth, who's been on base twice, will bat. First pitch swung on a fly ball into right field. Chelsea Twade is under it, and she will make the catch for the 2nd out here in the 5th inning.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Brianna Spears.
So 2 down, and nobody on as the Vikes look for their first 1-2-3 inning of the night. Brianna Spears has struck out twice, and she'll look at a strike, nothing in 1. Once against Hartman, once against Shelton. Once in the 2nd, once in the 3rd. 0-1 delivery, swung on and missed. It is 0-2. Nothing in 2 on Spears, and the pitch swung on a hooper into right field, and that'll land for a base hit. Spears went the other way on the changeup, and Waverly Shell Rock gets their 5th hit of the night.
Now batting for shortstop, number 4, April Sherburne.
Runner at first, 2 down. April Sherburne will bat for the 4th time in 5 innings. 5-0 Go Hawks. As that one looped into right center field for a base hit. Goes all the way towards the fence. Advancing to 3rd on the play will be Spears, as Sherburne will reach base for the 3rd time in 4 at-bats. After reaching on an error, walking, and then flying out to left. It'll be 1st and 3rd with 2 down, and Briley Emerson to the plate. Sacrificed a runner up in the 1st, RBI single in the 2nd, and she singled and scored in the 4th inning. 3 of the 5 runs for the Go Hawks have scored with 2 outs. The pitch sails high, runner goes, throw down to second base, tag applied, and the inning is over. The Hoyme connection, Cassie to Maria, retires Sherburne on the caught stealing, and that's that for the 5th inning. 2 hits and 1 left. We head to the 6th. It is a 5-0 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. And let's take a break for Wintersheek Mutual Insurance. Chelsea Twait will try to get something going here in the 6th inning. Vikes have a 5-run mountain to climb. And 6 outs to play with. And they're facing a pitcher that hasn't yielded a run to Decorah in the last 13 innings that she has thrown against him. Twait takes the first one outside and now takes that one for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Twait grounded to third in the first and popped to short in the third, 0 for 2. The 1-1 delivery swung on a hard hit ball towards first, and it's underneath the glove of Martin and into right field for a base hit. So that's the second hit for Decorah as Twait reaches on the single to right.
Now batting the pitcher, number 11, Lexi Shelton.
Runner at first, nobody out, and Lexi Shelton to the plate. 5-0 Go Hawks. Shelton struck out swinging in the first and lined out to right in the fourth inning. And the first pitch swung on and fouled back and out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. The hit for Twait was the first one since Hartman's leadoff single in the first inning. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Demuth ready, and the 0-2 delivery swung on a ground ball toward short. Sherburne plays the long hop. She ends up dropping the ball, and everyone is going to be safe. Shelton reaches on the E6. The Vikes, for only the second time tonight, have multiple runners on in the same frame. First and second, nobody out. And Maria Hoyme to the plate with the Vikes trailing 5-0. Hoyme squares to bunt, does so in front of the plate. It's picked up there by Emerson, and she'll throw on to first baseman Martin, and the sacrifice complete, 5-3. Riley Emerson at third, throwing to Stacy Martin at first. And now it's second and third with 1 down for Shelby Stahlberger. She struck out looking in the second and reached on an error in the fourth. A 5-0 lead for the Go Hawks. We play the 6th inning. This is only the second time tonight Decorah has gotten a runner to third base. Shelby looks at a strike, 0-1. It's only the third and fourth times tonight the Vikings have had runners in scoring position. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 0-1 delivery rises high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now on Shelby Stahlberger. A ball and a strike to count. 1-1 swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch outside half. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 1-2, and here's ground ball fielded at the circle by Demuth, and she'll throw it into right field. Scoring is Twait, scoring is Shelton. It's 5-2 Waverly Shell Rock. It was softly hit back to the circle. Demuth had a little bit of trouble picking it up. She looked at Twait through the corner of her eye, decided to throw to first base. The throw was wild. Twait ended up scoring as well as Shelton. So a couple of defensive miscues for the Go Hawks have led to the first 2 runs of the game for Decorah. It is a 5-2 lead for Waverly Shell Rock, and Cassie Hoyme will look to keep it going. Stahlberger at first, 1 down.
Now batting the catcher, number 21.
A 5-2 lead for the Go Hawks, and Cassie Hoyme walked in the second and grounded to short in the fourth. 0 for 1. The pitch swung on, fouled. Third base side, not a play. It is 0 balls and 1 strike. Hoyme 0 for 1, runner at first, 1 down. And the pitch outside, it is 1 ball, 1 strike on Hoyme. A ball and a strike. 5-2 Go Hawks, and the pitch hammered towards second. It's caught at second by Arns. Throws behind Stahlberger at first for the double play. A hard hit ball. Arns there to make the play. A throw behind the runner at first base, and that's that for the 6th inning. But the Vikes score 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 go-hawk errors, and nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 5-2 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. A 5-2 lead for Waverly Shell Rock as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Riley Emerson, Stacy Martin, Emily Brown to the plate.
For the Go-Hawks, the third baseman,
Emerson sacrificing the first, RBI single in the second. Singled and scored in the 4th inning, and she was at the plate in the 5th inning when April Sherburne was thrown out by Cassie Hoyme. Emerson will bat from the right-hand side against Lexi Shelton in her 4th inning of work. She's given up 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. As pitch taken low, it's 1 ball, no strikes. Go-Hawks 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th inning. Vikes got their 2 runs in the 6th inning. 1-0 delivery. Pitch taken high. It is 2 balls and no strikes to count. Two and 0 with nobody on, nobody out here in the 6th. If you're looking ahead to the Vikings 7th, it'll be Iverson, Elcock, and the top of the order in Hartman. The pitch swung on and missed. It is 2 balls, 1 strike on Briley Emerson. Hartman threw 2 innings tonight, 1 hit, 2 unearned runs, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts. This pitch taken high. It is 3 balls, 1 strike. And just kind of been the story of the season. Way too many runs given up that you frankly don't make the opponent turn enough. 5 runs scored for the Go-Hawks, only 1 earned. The pitch going inside, and in fact it hit her. So Emerson will reach first base with nobody out here in the 6th inning. And Stacy Martin will come to the plate, walked and scored in the 1st inning, lined a short in the 2nd, and reached on an error and scored in the 3rd. Or rather, the 4th inning. 5-2 score. Go-Hawks on top as the pitch outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 delivery is taken low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. One, riser high to Martin. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 to count. And Shelton ready, the 2-1. Sails outside. It is 3 balls, 1 strike. It's Hoyme made a nice stop to her left. And the pitch high and outside for ball 4. So a hit by pitch and a walk here in the 6th inning. First and second with nobody out, and Emily Brown to the plate. Struck out swinging in the 1st, grounded to short in the 3rd, and walked in the 4th. 5-2 Go-Hawks here in the 5th. Change up for a strike, 0-1. And the 1-0 all the way back to the screen, so both runners will move up 60 feet. Emerson moving up to 3rd on the play. And down to 2nd, Stacy Martin. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The pitch swung on, flowing down the left field line, but well foul. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Emily Brown. Brown with 8 home runs and 40 RBIs, 2 home runs and 7 RBI against Decorah pitching this year. 1-2 delivery Sails high for 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Hawks trying to get some insurance as they lead at 5-2, and they're trying to move on to Tuesday night and the regional final. The 2-2 delivery swung on, popped up, foul, straight back and out of play. And the normally sure-handed Gavin Nimrod fails to protect his brother and Marlone. 2-2 the count in the pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 called. So Emily Brown, one of the big guns in the Go-Hawk lineup, has been held in check tonight, 0 for 3 with a walk. But a sign of a good team is when you get other players to step up, and that's exactly what the Go-Hawks have done tonight. And one of them has been Allie Arns with 2 RBI on the night, and Arns swings and fouls. The first pitch straight back and out of play, no balls, 1 strike. Arns with an RBI single in the first, popped out to short in the third, and grounded to the pitcher, knocking in a run in the 4th inning. A 5-2 lead for the Go-Hawks. 0-1 ground ball up the middle. Sherlad's going to make the play. She'll throw on to first base, and the throw too high. And that'll allow Emerson to score. 4th defensive miscue of the night for Decorah. And it is a 6-2 lead for the Go-Hawks. So the Vikings with that much more of a mountain to climb now, as Jade Flagg will bat. 6-2 Decorah, trailing the Go-Hawks here in the 6th, as pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Go-Hawks, the Northeast Iowa Conference champion, trying to move on to the regional final. The only team to beat in conference play was New Hampton. The pitch grounded towards third, knocked down there by Stauber. She'll throw on to first base and retire Flagg. In the process, she kept Martin at third base. Arns moves up to second on the play. And there is 2 down here in the 6th inning. And Andrea Groen will bat. Second and third with 2 down, and Groen 0 for 2 with a walk on the night. The pitch taken low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. So give the Go-Hawks all the credit in the world for scoring their 6 runs tonight, but 4 errors and 6 walks, as well as 1 hit by pitch. The pitch taken low, throw to second base is not in time. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And if you're looking for just the simple things to improve on, is at the high school softball level, you field ground balls, you throw strikes, you're usually going to be in good shape. The 2-0 swing and a foul at the plate. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Of course, the Vikes are hoping for a 4 or 5 run rally in the 7th inning, but whether that happens or not, that's one thing to focus on as you go into the future of this program, because neither of those things happened consistently enough this year. 2-1, change, just missed. It's 3-1. Again, if you're given teams 11 opportunities to reach base without them earning their way on, it's not going to lead to success. 2 Hopper to Hoyme at second base. She'll throw on to first base, and Groen retired. 4-3, and that's that for the 6th inning. 1 run on no hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We head to the 7th inning. Vikes need 4 to keep this baby going. They trail at 6-2. Let's hear from Paul Hudson, your State Farm insurance agent, and Decorah Tire Service. Jenna Iverson looks at a strike to start things here in the 7th inning. Iverson walked in the 2nd and grounded to 3rd in the 5th. Sarah DeMuth has given up 2 unearned runs, 2 hits. Has walked 3 and has struck out 3 to this point. Has pitch taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vikes scored 2 in the 6th inning, and that ended a string of 13 innings in a row that DeMuth had throwing goose eggs on the board against Decorah. Pitch taken high. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. DeMuth was the only pitcher to shut out the Vikings, and she's looking for her 2nd win and to go along with the save against the Vikings this year. This pitch taken high. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now. We will return to KWLC programming at the end of this game. 6-2 Waverly Shell Rock. Demuth ready in the 3-1. Taken down Broadway by Iverson for a strike, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the 7th inning, a 6-2 lead for Decorah, or for Waverly Shell Rock. Sprayed foul out of play. And it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Iverson. Elcock and Hartman to follow. 3-2, and the pitch outside for ball 4. So Demuth with 4 walks. And control really hasn't been an issue for her this year. She'd only walked 24 in 85 2/3 innings this year, as Tess Olinger will run for Iverson at first base. A runner at first, nobody out. Becca Elcock to the plate. A 6-2 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. Elcock popped to short in the 2nd and struck out swinging in the 5th. Demuth ready. Pitch swung on, popped up left side of the infield. Sherburne into foul ground from her shortstop position will make the catch for the first out here in the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Tori Hartman. Hartman singled to left her first time up and grounded to third in the 3rd. Walked in at the 5th inning, so she's been on base 2 of 3 times. 6-2 Go Hawks. Hartman grounds to the right side. Is picked up there by Arns, and she runs into Tess Olinger, and they're going to rule it runner interference. And Hartman will reach on the fielder's choice as Olinger runs into Arns. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. And Terry Olson is arguing with the home plate umpire on the call, but whether it will be successful or not, I'm not exactly sure. So Hartman reaches on the fielder's choice, and Lindsey Smith will come to the plate. Smith sacrificed a runner up in the 1st inning, fly to right in the 3rd, and grounded to 3rd in the 5th. 6-2 Decorah. As we play the top half of the 7th inning, and the season hopes rest with Lindsey Smith right here. As Lindsey looks at a strike, Hartman goes, throw down to second base, is not in time as Hartman with a nifty slide to the outfield side of the second base bag, and she gets her 16th steal of the year. No balls and 1 strike to count on Smith. Demuth ready, and the pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Picked up there by Sherburne. She'll throw on to first base, and the Waverly Shell Rock Go Hawks are heading to the regional final. Go Hawks beat Decorah tonight by a 6-2 margin. 6 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors, and 9 left for Waverly Shell Rock. 2 runs, 2 hits, 4 errors, and 6 left for Decorah. Winning pitcher Sarah Demuth, she goes to 12-2 on the season. And Lexi Shelton, the losing pitcher, she drops to 8-10. So Decorah will bow out the 2013 softball campaign with a 15-18 record. They were playing their best softball at the end of the year and ended up winning 10 of their last 16 games. That's been a trend usually with this program, because over the last 4 years they've been very good at the end of the season after maybe a little bit slower of a start than they wanted. And 3 seniors say goodbye to the program tonight. Tori Hartman, Lexi Shelton, and Morgan Eady playing their last game as Decorah Vikings here tonight as the softball season comes to a close. Waverly Shell Rock beats Decorah tonight 6-2, and of the 33 games Decorah played this year, we were proud to bring you 21 of them on the air. And we say this not to be boastful, but just to bring a statement of fact. It's highly doubtful. There's many stations around the state or anywhere that are willing to bring as much softball to you as we can. This was our 42nd overall summer broadcast and our 21st softball broadcast, and we got more baseball to come, and that will come Tuesday night as Decorah takes on Cedar Falls in the regular season finale, 7:20 start time at Olin Zach Field come Tuesday night. So we want to thank KWLC Radio for letting us have the frequency to bring you this game here tonight.
All right.
And we want to thank you, that's right, you, the listener, for tuning in, as well as our fine sponsors who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Waverly Shell Rock beats Decorah 6-2. We're in the 4A regional semifinals, and the Vikings close out the season at 15-18. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If not, the outcome, final score, Go Hawks 6, Decorah 2. Decorah ends the regular season at 15-18. And we'll have baseball for you Tuesday night on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and at KDECradio.net.